You are listening. You're listening to éist. You're listening to éist. You're listening to éist.
Fáilte ribh go léir, go dtí Raidió Maria, a new monthly exploration of sound and music from the island of Ireland, here on éist. taken from Dhea Records, a collection of slow airs by some very fine fiddlers compilation, available now on that label's Bandcamp and on CD by fine independent retailers all over the country. That was her version of Sliabh, and before that was Muireann Levis with Same Again But Different, taken from Kilkenny label Moot Tapes, Lebanon fundraiser, available now on their Bandcamp. Fáilte ribh Gaeilge, go dtí Raidió Maria, is Mike McGrath-Bryan. Welcome to a new monthly exploration of music and sound emanating from all corners of this wonderful island. We're broadcasting live on éist.radio. You can catch éist on the Raidió Cult app. And you can also listen back to us on demand. Find éist Radio on soundcloud.com, where you can hear this and, at the moment, dozens, and heading shortly for the hundreds of other shows as our first month of broadcasting, can you believe it, winds to a close this week. Coming up next, we have new shoegaze from Cork City with Pebbledash, taken from their upcoming EP. Well, I say upcoming, it's out digitally and it's out in CD, I believe, but the vinyl release is due at the end of March. 4 pictures of the same dirty house. We got their new single Soak coming up, and afterwards we have Shinlifter featuring County Sligo sound artist Olivia Fury, putting the world to rights, addressing some long-held pop cultural injustices with a 7-minute jam by the name of Nando's. That's coming up next, but first this is Pebbledash with Soak, bíonn sé bhigéisteacht le éist.
I remember when Finbar's Angels sang our song. Dressed in heather, together we were dangerous as dawn. Your skin like a leaf, delicate and pure. Veins of gold made you bold, and that made me sure. I remember you cried so much you laughed. Dry stone walls harboring the salt in my eyes. I am the waves washed beneath your feet. I'd run to you like autumn runs to spring. I remember us soaking up sun like moss. We were thunder and lightning, we were memory and loss. I remember your shirt ripped on the graveyard fence, and those broken blue shells in that crow's broken nest. Soaking now in your sweet memories as I watch your words dance like birds in the breeze. Hold my breath in your hand, my time in your teeth, and I miss you more now than my words can repeat. I told you I had the clue. That day by the sea and you all dressed in blue. I remember I told you not to lie. And I remember you promised me that you'd try. I remember the day when the trees became undressed. And I remember I thought for me you'd be dead. And I remember feeling so sickly in love, with my thoughts on the table like cards in a pub. And I remember that day where you were just you, and I remember the second I fell for it too. I remember when I sunk into you like a bog to forget. I cannot
Scots indie popper Shinlifter there, featuring the vocal talent and instrumentation of Sligo sound artist Olivia Fury, with Nando's, a rail against a miscellany of grievances here on Raidió Maria on éist. Just prior to them also was Pebbledash with Soak, taken from their debut EP, available via Blowtorch Records on vinyl. I believe the online orders are sold out, so if you can find it at your local independent record dealer, snatch it up while you can. T-shirts and such are also available via Pebbledash's Bandcamp. Coming up next, bouzouki player Macdara ó Faoláin with Gaeilge an Fhuarthainn, Gaeilge le chuid Gaeilge briste. But coming up we also have Derry piper Maurice Bradley with a set of the Kerry jig and the Clare reel. Bíonn sibh éist le éist. kind of mixture of mastery and progression that you expect from traditional Irish music of the current generation, with Macdara ó Faoláin and his version of Gaeilge on Fhuarthainn. Again, Gaeilge le Gaeilge briste. There's a lot about this show, and in fairness, a lot of other shows that are kind of airing this month on éist that are very much, not so much kind of thrown together, but much like the station itself. You know, I'm finding my own voice here. My own name is Mike McGrath-Bryan. Gosátú éist le Raidió here, éist. Available at éist.radio on the Radio Cult app. Look for éist. And available on soundcloud.com to listen to on demand whenever you bloody well feel like. Dozens of shows available there now presently, heading into the hundreds as we finish up our first month of live broadcasting. You can of course join éist Radio as a member. If you head to éist.radio, you can contribute from as little as $5 a month to help support community radio in your city, as well as the various presenters, curators, producers, DJs and so forth that take shelter under its remit. That is éist.radio. And of course, while this show is pre-recorded, and hopefully in upcoming seasons as our city centre studio in Cork begins to come together, more and more of us will be able to come in and broadcast live. Do please partake in being part of this station and help us fully resource and help create the platform that this city needs. And from the sublime to the ridiculous, we got barreling Dublin drummer with a piece called, I don't know if there are ways to specifically to pronounce this, but CPI 67, but there's a dash at the start. In any event, it's more semi-improvised action from an absolute menace on percussion, it must be said. Followed up by Health Goth Wife, a release on the beatsier end of the scale from Kilkenny label Moot Tapes, with Nobody Does It Like My Brothers. But first, this is barreling with CPI 67. Maria, Raidió Maria, éist. Health Goth Wife with Nobody Does It Like My Brothers, taken from Proper Pleased in the Rose Garden, available via Moot Tapes on Bandcamp and, I believe, and for pre-order as limited 12-inch. Before that was Barreling with CPI 67, with apologies again for possibly bowdlerising the given title of the piece. My name is Mike McGrath-Bryan. You're listening to Raidió Maria, and we're heading for the home stretch on the first episode of this show. Kind of tentative myself on the microphone, so thanks a million to everybody listening for their patience. Shout out to everybody in the chat box, all 2 or 3 of you at this stage, and thanks a million to all of the co-conspirators, colleagues, comrades, co-founders at éist. As I may have mentioned once or twice over the course of this past hour or so, we're coming to the end of our first proper month of scheduled broadcasting across éist.radio, éist on Radio Cult, as well as on demand at soundcloud.com. And, you know, it's been really exciting to see over the past couple of months this station coming together. It's been really exciting to see the plurality of voices, the plurality of backgrounds, skill sets, enthusiasms, genre interests, conversation interests, and to really see something kind of horizontalist, non-hierarchical come into being, and to see such a necessary community resource come together the way that it has. It's not just me or any other of the 60 of us volunteering or the 100 or so of us that have submitted show ideas, you know, clapping our own selves on the back. But you can very definitely see, for all the uncertainty that always kind of abounds a little bit in existing in any second city scene, that the eclecticism of the Cork scene and further beyond is beyond reproach. We're going to finish up here with new doom metal from Nomadic Rituals with Change. But first, this is Raidió with a bit of drone on the Cursed Monk Records label. This is Bóithrín Dorcha. Thanks a million again to everybody for tuning in. Do stick with me as the coming months unfold and the format of this show, or the remit of this show, begins to make a bit more sense right now, as all of us are, as the station and all of its co-founders begin to find their groove. Keep it locked. Bíonn sibh géisteacht le éist.
You're